Good morning all. So today we are going to discuss on the problem on a fast decoupled load flow analysis. So you can see my diagram here. So this is one voltage source is there. So this is my bus 1, this is my bus 2 and this is my bus 3. So before moving on to the problem, I have to explain you the steps. Okay, so the step is, you all know, do I have to write it again? So step 1, we have to form a Y bus. First we are getting the Y bus in a rectangular form. We are also converting it into the polar form, and also the calculator is in radian mode. Okay, so first step we will find out our Y bus. In the second step, what we are doing is we are analyzing the bus data. So we form the bus data table and we classify the types of buses. Okay, that is our second step. What is our step 3? Step 3, depending upon the type of buses, we are finding out delta P and delta Q. So what is delta P and delta Q should be found out for PQ buses, or now I can modify and say this delta P should be found for all buses except slack bus, while delta Q value should be found for all PQ buses. Okay, so step 3 we are finding out delta P, delta Q, and because for supporting that, in step 4 what we find out is we are finding out for this B dash and B double dash. What is B dash? B dash is corresponding to delta P and B double dash is corresponding to the susceptance matrix of all the PQ buses. Then in step 5 what we are going is we are going to find out our delta and delta E value. So what is delta? Delta is equal to, it is related to real power, no? So minus B dash inverse into delta P by EI or E, and delta E is equal to minus of B double dash inverse into delta Q by EI. Okay, so from these equations we are finding out our delta values. Okay, delta and delta E. And in what will we do in step 6? In step 6 what we will do is we will modify our delta values for the next iteration, that is K plus 1 iteration, that is equal to delta K plus delta K. And similarly I have to update my E value also, that is equal to EK plus delta EK. So using these values in the next iteration, what we will do, we will find out the we will substitute these two values for our next iteration, and we calculate our values like PI calculated and QI calculated. Then we find out delta P. Okay, and what is the conditional step or the last step? This delta P or delta Q value for the two consecutive iterations is less than or equal to 10 raised to minus 3. Then we will stop the iteration. Otherwise, the iteration will continue. So, this is the step of, these are the steps followed for doing our fast decoupled load flow analysis. So shall we start with our first step? So for the first step, what I have to do is I have to find out step 1. What is it? I have to find out my Y bus, isn't it? So in order to find out Y bus, what I have to do, I have already taught you how to do a Y bus, isn't it? So for Y bus we have to check whether the given value is an impedance or an admittance matrix. So here we know that the value given is the impedance because it is plus j, no? So we have to form the table. So bus data, bus impedance value. Sorry, this is not bus impedance, this is line impedance value. Then this is line admittance. We are finding out our Y bus, isn't it? So bus data, line impedance and line admittance. So what is bus data? For the first line, the bus data is from line 1 to 2 and the value is 0.04 plus j 0.05. So what is the line admittance? That is 0.05 plus 0.05 I plus 0.04. That value equal to 9. Wait a minute, I'll do it. .75. Oh, it is the value is 0.06. Sorry, 7.6923. Okay, so the value is 7.6923 and it is minus j 11.5385. Okay, so the value is 6. Okay, here it is 6. So this is the line admittance and this corresponds to my small letter Y12. Next what I have to do is I am taking the second line, that is line 2 to 3, and what is its value? That is 0.0625 plus j 0.075, isn't it? So I am doing it 0.0625 plus 0.075 I inverse. Then I will go get it as 6.5574. 6.5574 minus, what is the value? 7. Minus j 7.8689. So this value corresponds to my Y23 and the last line is Y13, that is 0.02 plus j 0.05. Then what is the value? 0.02 plus 0.05 I inverse. That value will be 6.89. 6.8966 minus j 17.241. 17.2414 I am making it. So that value is Y13 or Y31. So next what is we have to find out is we have to find out my Y bus, that is a 3 bus. So that is 3 by 3 matrix Y11, Y12, Y13, Y21, Y22, Y23, Y31, Y32 and Y33. This much values we have to find out. That is my Y11 value is all those things connected to my first bus, that is Y12 plus Y13. So I am doing my Y12 plus Y13, this Y13 value plus 7.6923 minus 11.5385. That value I got it as 14. That is 14.5889 I am taking. 5889. Value is minus 28, that is minus j 28.7798. This value I am taking, that is Y11 value. Y12 value is equal to Y21 value, that is equal to minus of Y12. That value will be minus 7.6923 plus j 11.5385. y13.85. Okay, so this is y12, and then what is y13? Y13 value is equal to y31 value, that is equal to minus of y13, and that value will be minus 6.8966 plus j 17.2414, isn't it? So this is my y13. Then y21 value is there. Next what we have to find out is y22 value. So what is y22 value? Y22 value is some of the things that is all connected to second bus, isn't it? So I'm adding it 6.5574 minus 7.8689. So what is the value? That is y22 value is equal to 14.2497. 14.2, I will write it y12 plus y23, that is equal to 14.2497 minus 19.4071. 407.1, isn't it? So that is the value. Then what is y22 is there? Y23 we have already, no, we haven't find out. Y23 is equal to y32, that is equal to minus of y23, that is equal to minus 6.5574 plus j 7.8689, and y23 we have found out. Then y31 we already have, y32 we have now, and the final answer, that is y33 is equal to y13 plus y23. That value will be equal to so the value will be equal to 13.454 minus j 25.11. Okay, so I got my y bus matrix, isn't it? So next I have to write my y bus matrix neatly. So y bus is equal to y11 14.5889 minus j 28.7798. Then y12 is minus 7.6923 plus j 11.5385. y13 is minus 6.8966 plus j 17.2414, and this value, same value, minus 7.6923 plus j 11.5385, and minus 6.8966 plus j 17.2414. And what is y22 value? It is 14.2497 minus 19. Here on j is there, no? J 19.4071, and 23 is minus 6.5574 plus j 7.8, that is 23, no, 7.8689, and this is also minus 6.5574 plus j 7.8689, and 3 is 13.454 minus j 25.11. So this is the value for my y bus. Okay, now I have to convert it into polar form, and that to radian. Okay, so shift answer to r theta, then I will get 28.48 minus 1.087. Okay, Okay, similarly I have to like this. I have to calculate my values in polar form. Okay, so this is the thing this is the answer I got. I have converted it into polar form, and in step 1 I have found out my Y bus, and in step 2 I have to analyze my bus data. How will I analyze my bus data? That is bus number, then generation. I have already given you a table to analyze it. Okay, if it is given in the question itself, then it is very good. Otherwise we have to find out a table. Sometimes in the question it will be given in the tabular form, but sometimes we won't be having like that. So it is better we will form a table by ourselves. So it is very easy to do while referring for our problem also. So this is our table, and for my bus 1, what are the data they have given? For bus 1 they have given only the voltage, so the angle is 1.05 and 0. So we know V and delta is given, so this bus should be selected as a slack bus. And in the second bus they have given load, isn't it, 500. So I am taking my base value as 100. SB is 100. So power I can take it as 5 divided by 100, that is 5 per unit, and this is 3.5 per unit. Voltage things are not given, but for the problem this is a PQ bus. Now since they have given P value and Q value, so what will I do? I will assume the voltage as 1 plus D0 or flat voltage. And in the third bus they have given, what have they given for our third bus? The third bus they have given 300 megawatt and E3 value it is 1.02 and it is 300 megawatt. No, so it will be 3 per unit, isn't it? So the bus, there is P value and V value, so the bus is PV bus. Okay, so these things we have got from our second step. So we have completed our step 1 and step 2. Next, in the step 3, what we have to do is we have to find out our delta P, delta Q values. Okay, so how will I calculate my delta P, delta Q values? So I am going to find out, isn't it, my delta P, delta Q values? It will be step 3. Step 3, what I am going to do is I have to find out delta P. No? So for all bus 1 is a slack bus, so we don't have to find out anything. No. So bus 2, I is equal to 2. What happens when I is equal to 2? I is a PQ bus. So what we have to do? We have to find out delta P2 and delta Q2. What is delta P2? Delta P2 is equal to P2 generated minus P2 load. That is, what is it? That is equivalent to P2 scheduled, or delta P2, that is delta P2 is equal to P2 scheduled minus P2 calculated. Then how will we find out P2 scheduled and P2 scheduled? We know P2G minus P2L, and delta P2 is P2 scheduled minus P2 calculated. So we have to write our equation. What is the equation for PI calculated? PI calculated is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to n, that is VI YIN VN cos theta in plus delta n minus delta I. This is the equation. Now we have to calculate our P2 value, isn't it? So P2 calculated is equal to, I am not writing this equation again, I am directly substituting V2 into Y21 V1 cos theta 21 plus delta 1 minus delta 2 plus V2 square Y22 into cos theta 22. This will cancel when n is equal to I, or delta 2 minus delta 2 is 0, plus V2 into Y23 V3 into cos theta 23 plus delta 3 minus delta 2. This is the equation for P2 calculated, and we have to substitute the values of P2 calculated. What is V2? V2 value, I am assuming it as 1, so I am not writing it. What is Y21? Y21 is this value, isn't it? So 13.8676 into V1 is 1.05 into cos theta 21. What is theta 21? That is 2.1588. Delta 1 and delta 2 values we are assuming in delta 1 value is 0, delta 2 value we are 0. So no need of doing this. That is V2 square is 1 square into Y22, that is 24.0769 into cos minus 0.9375 plus V2 value is 1, Y23 is 10.2430 into V3 value is 1.02 into cos theta 23 value is 2.2655. we have to solve this in our calculator and we have to find out the value. Okay, so that is 13.8676. Sorry, it is not coming. 13.8676 into 1.05 into cos 2.1588 plus 24.0769 into cos minus this cos minus value, cos minus theta is cos theta itself. Still some people will have doubt, so I am writing it as minus itself, plus 10.2430 into 1.02 into cos of 2.2655. that value I got it as minus 0.514, minus 0.5164 per unit. So this is the value for my P2 calculator. So then how will I find out my delta P2? So delta P2 is equal to, what is my P2 value? Is there any P2 generated? No. P2 generated value is 0 minus P2 load. P2 load is 5 minus 0.514, that is plus 0.5164. So what I am doing is I am just plusing 5. So the value is 4.4835, isn't it? So how will I take my value? That is equal to, my value is equal to minus, here my minus 4.4836 per unit. So this is my delta 4.4836 per unit. So this is my delta Q2. Similarly, I have to find out my delta Q2. Delta Q2 is equal to Q2 scheduled minus Q2 calculated. How will I find out Q2 scheduled? That is Q2 generated minus Q2 load minus Q2 calculated. What is the equation for Qi calculated? That is equal to minus sigma n is equal to 1 to n Vi y in Vn sin theta in plus delta n minus delta I. This is the equation for Qi calculated. So I am going to calculate Q2. That is equal to V2 y21 V1 sin theta 21 plus delta 1 minus delta 2 plus V2 square y22 sin theta 22 plus V2 y23 V3 sin theta 23 plus delta 3 minus delta 2. For this we have to substitute our values. That is V2 value is 1, that is 13.8676 into 1.05 into sine of 2.1588 plus 24.0769 into sine of minus 0.9375 plus 10.2430 into 1.02 into sine of 2.2655. This is the value and we have to substitute the same in the calculator. So I am doing it. Only thing is we have to change all the cosine values to sine values and the remaining thing will be same, isn't it? So I am replacing all the cosine values with cos values with my sine. Okay, so sine and the answer will be 0.7340, isn't it? So it is 0.7340 per unit. My Q2 value is 0.7340 per unit. Then how can I Q2 value? Then how can I calculate? Here there is one more thing I forgot. There is a minus sign, isn't it? Please don't forget our minus sign. So there is a value minus 0.7340 and next we have to find out delta Q2. For delta Q2 value, Q2 scheduled value is 0. Sorry, Q2 generated is 0 minus 3.5 value Q2 load minus this value. So minus and minus it will be plus 0.7340. So I have to minus 3.5. What will be the value? Minus 2.659. Isn't it? Minus 2.7659. That is equal to minus 2.7659 per unit. So this is my delta Q2. So I have my delta P2 and delta Q2 value. So next what I have to do is I am going to find out my delta Q3. So how will I find out my delta value? For when I is equal to 3, that is third bus is my PV bus, isn't it? So I have to find out I is equal to 3, that is my PV bus. So I have to find out delta P alone. If some voltage, if some reactive power constraints was given, then we have to check whether it will satisfy. If the limit is violated, then this bus will be converted to the PQ bus. Then we have to find out delta Q. If the limit is satisfied, then PV bus remains as such. So we don't have to find out any delta Q value. So it is a PV bus, so I have to find out delta P3 value only. So what is delta P3? Delta P3 is equal to P3 scheduled value minus P3 calculated, or it is equal to P3 generated minus P3 load minus P3 calculated value. How will I found out my P3 calculated? I am directly writing my equation, that is V3 by 31 V1 cos theta 31 plus delta 1 minus delta 3 plus Y32 V2 cos theta 32 plus delta 2 minus delta 3 plus V3 square Y33 into cos theta 33. So this we have to substitute our values. What is V3? That is 1.02 into what is Y31? Y31 value is 18.5696 into V1 is 1.05 into cos of 31, that is 1.9513 plus V3 value is 1.02 into Y32 value is 10.2430 into V2 value is 1, cos of theta 32 is 2.2655 plus what is V3 square? V3 square value is 1.02 the whole square into Y33 is 28.4872 into V33 Y33 cos theta 33, that is cos theta 33 is cos